Good morning, good afternoon, everyone, whenever or wherever you're watching this video. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to watch today's video. If you found value and are excited about today's video, make sure to hit the subscribe button for more videos like this. Today's video is going to be about some stocks Warren Buffett just bought recently, some he sold out of, some he reduced, and why you should consider buying some of these stocks. Not only because Warren Buffett bought them, but they actually look like pretty good investments, and they look discounted. Leave a comment below if you know what stocks I'm referring to, or what stocks you're buying. And let me know in the comments below why you're buying these stocks. Let's try to hit 7,000 subscribers in 7 months. With all that out of the way, let's get into today's video and talk about these stocks that Warren Buffett is buying. Warren Buffett Berkshire Hathaway recently released its Q1 13F filing, which details the stock's portfolio as of March 31st, 2022. To clarify, the numbers detail the changes in position sizing from quarter end to quarter end rather than the exact amount of capital deployed or withdrawn from each position. Warren Buffett was very busy last quarter, as we'll talk about in just a few minutes, deploying around $50 billion of cash to new and existing positions. Most notably, Berkshire's Chevron position increased by $21 billion from quarter to quarter due to a quadruple in share owned, now making Chevron Berkshire's fourth largest early position. Secondly, Berkshire has two new top positions in 10 positions, including OXY, a new one, and Activision, an increased bet on potential merger opportunities. On the sell side, Buffett sold 99% of the previous held Verizon stake and completely sold out of his position in ABBV and Bristol Myers. All three positions have been less than 2 years old. Additionally, Warren Buffett sold off his last of 20-year position in Wells Fargo, clearly showing his preference for Banks of America, which still sits at the second largest position, only behind Apple. Even after an active first quarter, Warren Buffett's Berkshire still sits on over $100 billion in cash and cash equivalents and short-term treasuries, leaving investors to wonder Buffett is still actively deploying capital in the current quarter. So the first new buy for Warren Buffett's team is Selinese Mkl, currently trading at $334.96. It has a market cap of $48 billion. It's distributing pharmaceuticals and providing health information technologies, medical supplies, and care management tools. It does pay a dividends of 0.56%. It has a PE ratio of 46.13. When you look at the 1-year chart, it's up 76 or 74%. When you look at the 5-year chart, it's up 102%. When you look at the max chart, it's up 3,965%. Let's look at their financials. Yes, their financials are down. They did miss EPS by 3.33%, which is not bad in Q4 of 2022. They did beat revenue. One thing I do like is they do have a lot of cash on hand. Net change in cash is, it is down 70%, but I'm pretty sure they still have a lot of cash on hand. Their revenue is really good. They did miss net income, EPS, net profit margin, and operating income is down. The next new buy is Corporation Mkl, which is currently trading at $1,403.91. In the 5 years, it's up 41%. In the 1 year, it's up 14.22%. It does have a PE ratio of 10.98, a market cap of $19 billion. Let's look at their financials. Net change in cash is up 145%. Maybe this is one of the reasons why Warren Buffett went after it. They did miss EPS and revenue in Q1 of 2022. Another purchase was Ally Financial Inc., trading under ticker ALLY. It's a bank holding company organized in Delaware, headquartered in Detroit, Michigan. It's currently trading at $43.16. The market cap is $13.94 billion. It has a low PE ratio of 5.27. It does pay a nice dividends of 2.78%. Let's look at the 1-year chart. It is down 23%. Over the 5 years, it's up 128%. And let's look at their financials. They're down in everything. The net change in cash is alarming. Negative $1.06 billion. They did beat earnings last quarter, Q1 of 2022. Next new buy we have is Occidental Petroleum Corporation OXY, currently trading at $70.86, which has a market cap of $66.41 billion, a low PE ratio of 10.77. It does pay dividends of 0.73. Year to date, it is up 148%. So if you would have bought this way back when it was at 28 or 26, you would have made a lot of profit. And in the 5 years, it is down 16%, or it is up 16%. The max, it's up 657%. Let's look at their financials. And as you can see, their financials are through the roof on everything. Only thing that I see is concerning is net change in cash, which is down 410%. So they must be either expanding, buying something, or doing something within the company in order to spend $852 million. They did beat earnings. In Q2 of 2021, they beat it by 1,101. And when we're talking about EPS and revenue, they beat it by 2.64. In Q1 of 2022, they did beat it by 4.5%. EPS, revenue, they beat it by 5.87%. The next stock we're going to talk about is HP, which I'm pretty sure everyone's familiar with HP and what they do. And it's currently trading under the ticker HPQ, which is trading at $38.75. With a lot more companies having remote employees, the needs for a printer and all this other stuff, HP is where it comes into play. I do see employees slowly returning back into the office, but even when they do, they still need HP products every now and then. The market cap for it is $40 billion. The PE ratio is 6.89%. The PE ratio is 6.89. The dividend yield is 2.58%, which is really great. When you talk about the 1 year, it is up 29%. When you talk about the 5-year chart, it's up 104%. Let's look at their financials and see how they're doing. So, net change in cash, it is down $905 million, which is about 28%. Operating income is down 0.4, which is not bad. Net profit margin down 6.59%. Diluted EPS is up 19%. Revenue is up 8.83%. They did beat earnings last 2 quarters. They did miss revenue in Q3 of 2021. Citigroup is the next purchase, trading under ticker Ce, currently trading at $53.62. This one pays a nice dividends of 3.8%, which is really good. The PE ratio is 6.32. The market cap for it is $104 billion. Let's look at the 1-year chart. It is down 32%, so I can see why Warren Buffett bought this. And in the 5-year chart, it's down 12%. Let's look at their financials. All their financials are down, but they did beat Q1 of 2022 EPS by 43% and revenue by 5.88%. Paramount Global Class B, PARA, currently trading at $33.91, has a market cap of $22.11 billion, with a low PE ratio of 5.67, dividend yield 2.83%. Year to date, it's down 20%. 5 years, it's down 44%. And when you look at their financials, they are down on everything. They did have a net change in cash of negative $965 million, which is down 138%. They did beat EPS last quarter. They barely missed revenue by 0.79%. They did the quarter before that miss EPS by a lot, 41%. Last stock we're going to talk about is Selinese Corporation Ce, which is currently trading at $159, market cap $17 billion, PE ratio of 8.52. It does pay a dividends of 1.71%. Year to date, it's down 5%. 5 years, it's up 80%. Let's look at their financials. And as you can see, their financials are looking good. Everything is up. EPS is up. Revenue's up. Q1 of 2022. EPS was up 22.75%. Revenue is up 12.51%. So here's a quick summary. Warren Buffett increases position on Chevron and Activision Blizzard. He increased his Chevron position by $21.4 billion. His Activision position increased by $4.18 billion. New positions include OXY, up about $13.2 billion in his position there. Cydia Bank, up $2.9 billion in Cydia Bank, his new position. Reduced his Verizon position. Sold out of ABBV, BMY, and Wells Fargo.